They kind of have their own story. Some of them have been there so much longer than we have been there, and will be there, you know, outlive all of us.
Okay, say trees.
You lose that sense of time, and you're suddenly surrounded by all these new smells and these sounds of the birds and the sounds of, you know, those branches when they creak. It just is like a whole amazing thing for the senses. That's kind of what I'm trying to get that feeling of sometimes that, you know, the mystery of it.
Whenever I walk into a kind of woods, I always feel that I'm entering into a different pattern of time or something. It's like the way light is chopped up by the leaves. It feels like the moment itself is kind of chopped up a little bit, and lots of different moments are almost held within the envelope of that little forest in quite a magical way.
It's actually quite hard to envisage an environment without trees and their habitats and what they mean and how they behave. It's a rich, creative world, and I can't think that anybody's life is worse off for having trees in it.
Part of improving it for wildlife is increasing the number of trees, because trees do quite useful things, don't they? Anyone got any ideas what trees do? Oh, hand up. Go.
Well, we as Muslims believe we are custodians, caretakers of the earth. So we're hoping that by planting a tree, we will benefit the earth and it will preserve it for future generations. If a Muslim plants a tree and a bird, an animal or a child benefits from it, then it will be classed as a charitable act. And it's an act that doesn't stop. It can carry on even till the hereafter.
I suppose I connect trees with memory, really, and with time, and maybe even learning about time. You know, A is for apple, A is for acorn. Maybe there's some dim connection in my head between trees and alphabets and books and learning.
I'm particularly interested in the relationship between people and trees. I mean, I know probably a few hundred of the trees in this plantation personally. I revisit the same tree and think, how are you today? I want to know how are you springtime yet? I want to know when the tree first produces its first flowers. I mean, it's like a farmer having lambs. It's that same thrill of seeing new life, isn't it?
I have to try and get this right because it's a really good quote about nature. Still, nature is the fountain's head, the source from whence all must originally spring, and should an artist continue his practice without referring to nature, he must soon form a manner. And that's what I was finding was happening with my work. I was like, actually, my work is becoming incredibly mannered. And so I went into the middle of the rainforest and did a residency in the jungle, and kind of didn't intend on it becoming the whole rest of my practice. Well, not forever, but up until now, and just fell in love with these landscapes. And I came home, and after being in this place where my eyes were completely opened to the twists of the branches and the curls and the leaves, and when I was looking at my own landscape and all these woodlands around me, it was like I was looking at them for the first time. And so it kind of continued this inspiration that had to paint them.
It was Monday, bank holiday, near the end of May, rough middle of the day, year, and of the country, if the country is England. Oak apple or oak and nettle day, axis of my year, thinly plotted as my tree, the far end of our thinning garden, in a border shaped to waver, like a child's drawing of C. Its clock-handed Y, where the trunk parted ways, a first rung that even just turned 7, I step into the above, this wobbly earth above earth. Wordlessly, I knew then I'd later be gone, like possibly my tree has from that border, and my attention divided thinly as the light. Or is that time, through the green-grey space I was sitting in, as I reached up for a branch? Or is it balance, or vantage, on this tentative level, a story?
How did it feel to plant a tree?
Something to be proud of, yeah.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, be sure to check out these videos next. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and click the bell to get a notification each time we upload a new video.